This is a bottom up beanie, so we will start by making this elastic band which measures head circumference. Therefore, we are going to chain a number of chains which measure this height. I'm making this for 3 to 6 months. Make a slip knot. So I will chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 chains measures 3 centimeters. Therefore, I will add 1 chain for turning. After chaining 1, skip the chain 1. So I have 6 chains remaining. Skip the first chain, go through the second chain, make a single crochet, and continue making 1 single crochet into every chain space. Go to the next, make a single crochet, 3. Go to the next, make a single crochet, 4. Go to the next, make a single crochet, 5. Go to the last, make a single crochet, 6. You chain 1, skip the chain 1. Now we go through back loop. You twist this way so that the whole stitch is visible. Skip the chain 1, go through the next stitch from back loop, make a single crochet, go through the next stitch from back loop, make a single crochet, go through the next stitch from back loop, make a single crochet. Repeat that until the end. Go through the next stitch from back loop, make a single crochet, go through the last from back loop, make a single crochet. Then you repeat row 2 until the number of rows you make measures head circumference. You chain 1 and turn. After turning, you skip the chain 1, go through the second stitch. You don't go through the whole stitch. I pick 1 loop only. The one facing away from me is the one I'm calling back loop. You make a single crochet, go through the next stitch from back loop, make a single crochet, and repeat that until the end. Go through the next from back loop, make a single crochet, go through the next from back loop, make a single crochet, go through the last from back loop, make a single crochet. At the end, you chain 1 and turn, skip the chain 1, work on all these stitches going through back loop, making back loop single crochets. At the end, chain 1, turn, skip the chain 1. Continue working that way. Continue working that way until the number of rows that you make measures your head circumference, and they should be in a multiple of 8. Then subtract 1. For example, if you are making 80 rows which measures your head circumference, subtract 1 from that to get 79. Then we are going to get the extra stitch after joining this ribbing in round so that you get your final stitch count, which is 80. We are making a multiple of 8 because of the decreases we are going to make later to shape the hat. I'm making this for 3 to 6 months. Head circumference is 43 centimeters. If I stretch this, it gets to 43 centimeters, but I'm not stretching like a full stretch. You stretch it, but not to its full stretch. So if I stretch this, I get to 43 centimeters. I'm supposed to have 56 rows. 56 is a multiple of 8. So I have made 55 rows. Then the one stitch, I will get it after joining this along the joint. When you are done making your head circumference, we are going to join. This is where I started, this is where I ended. We are going to join the loops which face each other. You go through 1 loop only, the one facing this side, and this one, you go through 1 loop only, the one facing this side. So we join the loops facing each other. Therefore, this is my first, Go to the second, I pick this loop and this loop facing it, this side, I slip stitch, go to the next and the corresponding loop, slip stitch. I have joined 3, this is 4, the next is 5, and the last 6. I have joined across this way, so I will turn this way. I made 55 rows. From the joint, I will make 1 half double crochet to make them 56, which is a multiple of 8. Beginning from this joint, I make a single crochet and a chain 1. This counts as my first half double crochet. Go to the next row, make 1 half double crochet, go to the next row, make 1 half double crochet. These half double crochets, you make one here, the raised part, another one this lower part, one this raised part, another one this lower part. Continue that way until you get back to the beginning point. The raised part, I make 1 half double crochet. At the joint, I had made 1 half double crochet. In total, I have 56 half double crochets. At the end of the round, slip stitch into the chain 1. I made a single crochet and chain 1, which counted as the first half double crochet. Slip stitch into the chain 1. To close the round. Then going through the next stitch, I go through back loop of the next stitch, draw a loop, make a single crochet and chain 1. This will count as my first half double crochet. The next stitch, I make a front loop half double crochet. Every stitch has 2 loops, one facing me, front loop, another facing away from me, back loop. After making the first back loop, the next is front loop, half double crochet. The next is back loop, half double crochet. The next is front loop, half double crochet. The next is back loop, half double crochet. The next is front loop, half double crochet. Continue alternating front and back loop until you get back to the beginning point. At the end of the round, before slip stitching to join, you observe this stitch. Note this first half double crochet we make in the round. You see we make a single crochet and chain 1, which counts as our first half double crochet at the beginning of the round. You don't observe it, you observe the next one. If the next one is a previous front loop half double crochet, in the current round, you make a back loop half double crochet. And if the previous is a back loop half double crochet, in the current round, you make a front loop half double crochet. How do you know if it's a previous back loop or front loop? For example, this is a previous front loop because there is no loop after it. You know this is a previous back loop because there is this loop in front of it, meaning it was made from the back, so it has this loop in front of it. After observing this one, like now this is my previous front loop, you go through this loop, this one, which is immediately after this post, this stitch. If this is a front loop, join using a front loop. If this is a back loop, join using a back loop. So you join using a front loop. You go through this one loop only, making a single crochet and a chain 1, which counts as our first half double crochet. Then now the next is a back loop. Then the next is front loop. Basically, in your previous front loop, now you are making back loop. In your previous back loop, you are making front loop. Continue alternating front and back loop until the end. Because we don't join at the beginning, we continue working without slip stitching. You work up to the loop behind this first half double crochet in the previous round. So my next is front, then my row ends with back loop half double crochet. We actually don't join. You just observe the next stitch, not this one. You observe the next one, not this one. If it is a back loop, begin with a back loop. This is a back loop, so I will begin with a back loop in this stitch immediately after this post. This stitch, I begin with a back loop. Tie these two. I cut the yarn I was working with. Now we have changed the yarn. We are still in the back loop. You make a single crochet and chain 1, which counts as our first half double crochet. After working from back loop, now you know the next is front loop. The next is back loop, half double crochet. The next is front loop, half double crochet. Continue alternating front loop and back loop half double crochets until you get back to the beginning point. The last is a back loop. We said the rows you work them up to this. You see this half double crochet, the 2 loops behind it. You work up to the 2 loops behind it. That is how you know you have worked on all your stitches. So my last one, after making a back loop, my last is this one, a front loop. Then we said you observe this stitch, not the starting one, not the first one. You observe the next, the stitch above it. That is where we start working. So this is a front post, meaning I should begin my row with a front post. That is how we said in the previous row. You make a single crochet and chain 1, which counts as the first half double crochet in this round. After making a front loop, now you know the next is a back loop. The next is a front loop. The next is a back loop. Continue working that way. Continue working that way, repeating the one row. For example, I'm making this for 3 to 6 months. I have 10 centimeters. Continue working until the number of rows you make measures the measurements on the screen for the different edges. Then we start decreasing to shape the heart. Take your total number of stitches, divide by 8. We are going to make 8 decreases within a row. For my case, I get 7. This number, subtract 2, because when you decrease, you crochet 2 stitches together. If I subtract 2 from 7, I get 5. So I will have 5. This is the formula you are going to use. We are going to make 8 decreases within a row. That is why I have written 8 times. So the number you have gotten here, subtract 2, that is what you write here. Then decrease. For example, if you add this and this, you get 7. Because 5 plus 1 decrease, a decrease has 2 stitches in it. 5 plus 2 is 7. After you have calculated this first one, these ones you don't need to calculate. You just take this number, subtract 1. So in the next row, you will have 4 stitches decrease, 3 stitches, decrease, 2 stitches, decrease, 1 stitch, decrease. All these are 8 times in a row. Let us do another quick example. Let us say you have 96 stitches. 96 is a multiple of 8. 96 divided by 8, you get 12. Remember all the sizes we are decreasing 8 times within a row. That is why I'm dividing by 8. Now you take this number, subtract 2. You get 10. That 10 you get is what you write here, then decrease. Because 10 stitches plus the 2 stitches which we decrease amounts to 12. Just take this number, subtract 2, write here, then decrease. Then the subsequent ones you don't need to calculate. You write 9, decrease 8, decrease 7, decrease 6, decrease 5, decrease 4, decrease 3, decrease 2, decrease 1, decrease. I was just showing you another example on how to calculate these decreases. And for all these sizes, we are making 8 decreases within a row. Without counting the ribbing, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows for 3 to 6 months. I have worked my last stitch. We said when joining, I don't observe this one, I observe the next. This is a back loop, so I begin with a back loop. I make a single crochet and chain 1, which counts as my first half double crochet in this round. You can mark the beginning of your stitches because we don't join in the round so that you don't get confused. I'm working on 5 stitches, then decrease. I have worked on 1 stitch, making a back loop. The next is front loop, 2, the next is back, 3, the next is front, 4, the next is back, 5. After working on 5 stitches, I decrease. In my 5th stitch, I made a back loop, so the next should be a front loop, which is a decrease. I yarn over, go through this stitch, and go through the next stitch. Yarn over and draw through the 2 loops. Now I have 3 loops. Make half double crochet. I will repeat this pattern 8 times. I have done it once. Let me do it the second time. After making a decrease, you observe the next stitch. Like now, this is a previous back loop, so I make a front loop, half double crochet, go to the next back loop, 2, go to the next front loop, 3, go to the next back loop, 4, go to the next front loop, 5. After working on 5 stitches, I make a decrease. My 5th stitch is a front loop, so I'm making a back loop decrease. You yarn over, go through the next stitch and the next one, yarn over and pass this yarn through both loops. I have 3 loops remaining. Now I can make half double crochet, so I have made a decrease that way. After making a decrease, you observe the next stitch. The next stitch is the previous front loop, so I begin with a back loop, 1, next is front loop, 2, next back loop, 3, next front loop, 4, next back loop, 5. Next I make a decrease from front loop. Because the 5th ended with a back loop, I make a front loop decrease. You yarn over, go through the next 2 stitches going through their front loops. So I yarn over, go through this next stitch, front loop, and the next front loop, yarn over, draw through the 2, then now make half double crochet. I will continue that way until I have 8 decreases. The next front, 5, then decrease the last 2 stitches, this and the marked one. So I yarn over, go through back loop of this stitch and back loop of the marked stitch, yarn over, draw through the 2, make the last decrease that way. Then we said you don't observe the first half double crochet in the round, that is the chain 1 plus 1 single crochet. You observe the next one. This is a front loop, so I make a front loop, single crochet and chain 1, which counts as my first half double crochet in this round. Now in this row, I work on 4 stitches before making a decrease. I have worked on 1 front loop, next back loop, 2, next front, 3, next back, 4. Then I decrease the next 2 stitches. The fourth is a back loop, so my decrease is front loop, yarn over, go through the next stitch, front loop, and the next front loop, yarn over, draw through the 2 loops, then make half double crochet. I have made a decrease. I repeat that 8 times. I observe this next stitch after making a decrease. It's a front loop, so I begin with a back loop, 1, next is front, 2, next is back, 3, next is front, 4. After working on 4 stitches, the fourth is a front loop, so my decrease is a back loop, yarn over, go through back loop of the next stitch and the next one, yarn over, draw through the 2 loops of the 2 stitches. I will follow the pattern until I get back to the beginning point. 4, then I make the last decrease, back loop, I go through this and the marked stitch, I go through back loops, of the 2 stitches, make my last decrease, then we normally observe this stitch, note this one. Now here I'm not going to make a single crochet. I'm done working. I have 16 stitches all round. I will slip stitch here, chain 1 and cut, pass this yarn this way. In all these remaining stitches, they are 16. I'm using this darning needle. I will take it to the inside, turn this inside out. Let me mark my beginning. All the remaining stitches, I go in through the whole stitch, not back loop or front loop. Go in, out, in, out, in, out, until you get back to the beginning point. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in through the marked stitch, then pull to close this hole and go through some few loops and fasten. Then trim off the excess. Total height for this 3 to 6 months hat, I have 15 centimeters. The total height for different ages is shown on the screen. So from the 3 balls of yarn, I still have this amount remaining. After making this sweater and this matching hat, and this is enough to make another hat. So basically from these 3 balls of 50 grams, they are enough to make 2 hats and a sweater. That is for 3 to 6 months. I made this for 3 to 6 months. Thank you for watching to this far. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you enjoyed the tutorial, kindly leave a comment, share, like, subscribe. I will see you in the next tutorial.